Friday. Friday again already. Can you believe
Right?
it? Like, what the hell? What the Halloween? What the Halloween?
No, 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 no. Now you got to change that. What the heck? Christmas.
I know, but I like to say instead of hell, like, say Halloween. And as you can tell, we both still have the sniffles. Oh,
Yes.
yes, but
Don't you
we're
love when
feeling
someone
better,
coughs in your
right?
ear?
Feeling better. I'm feeling better.
Yes.
Um,
In all of this, I haven't been feeling lousy other than one day. It's
oh,
just been annoying. The cough has just been annoying.
yeah. And I just, like I say, I have more. Anyways, we're just releasing stuff.
The month of
So
releasing.
who
Who
are
are
we? We
we?
are all in alignment, creating sacred spaces
Yep.
with Anita and
Cheryl.
Cheryl. And there
I'm
we go. And
Hmm.
every Friday for
Yes.
almost 2 years now. Can you believe that? It'll be like 2 years in January. We've been doing this every
Yep.
Friday.
Every Friday.
And honestly, in all of those Fridays, I think we might have
Honey, it's
had,
3 years coming up.
is it three?
Yeah. We're on
What?
episode 141.
Oh,
It's only
wow.
52 weeks in a year.
Okay, well, there you go. Going on 3 years. And in those 3 years, we have maybe missed, I'm going to say maybe 3 episodes where we actually weren't live, where we did a recording or something like that. Would you
Mhm.
say that's about
Yeah.
right?
That's about
So
right.
yay, yay for us. That's dedication, right?
That's commitment.
Holy moly. Okay,
So, what do we do?
so what do we do?
We get a topic from
We talk about feng shui and yeah, the personal paradise card deck. Tara Catherine Collins, our teacher, mentor, beautiful friend, and yeah, we just wing it. So whatever comes up, we just do it. Good morning, Paula. Good morning, Kathy. Come
Good
on
morning,
in,
ladies.
girlfriends. How's things in Saskatchewan and Alaska? Hmm? We have sunshine today with a skiff of snow everywhere.
Whoops, whoops. Well, look at
Good
that.
morning,
Three of them came
Sharon.
out together.
Oh, of course, three of them came out together. Uh-huh.
Well, that's interesting.
Hmm.
So we have, and I'm just going to stop.
Oh, I gotta write it down. Yeah. Okay.
It's going to prove, I'm just going to put all the rest of the cards so I don't drop them all over the floor because
Okay, yeah, because you just cleaned your
that's,
office. I
I
was
just,
at her house yesterday in her office. Holy moly. And
it
and
echoes.
luck
It's so clean.
and lucky me, I actually got a gift because she cleaned her office. I don't have them handy, but yeah, I got
That's
these
okay.
amazing tuning forks because Cheryl cleaned out her office and said, I don't want these anymore. Do you want them? And I went, yeah, hell yes, I'll take those.
All right. So
Okay,
number 43,
43.
house clearing and blessings.
House clearing. Okay, that's a good one.
And I
Yeah,
know why this came up. And
yeah,
Anita and I
me
were
too.
talking about it a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
Lots has been going on in my neighborhood. Number 10, sound makers.
Oh, yeah.
Tara, where's your chimes? And
Yep.
number 16, symbols of welcome.
Mhm.
What I was
Oh,
chuckling about wasn't just that they all came out together, but we have the yellow of the grounding,
yeah,
the red of the fire,
yeah.
and the green of the wood.
Oh, yeah. A little nourishing energy, a
A little
little zip
nourishing
zip,
energy.
and a little bit of grounding. Yeah. Yeah, there's my
Cool.
sound maker. Yeah.
Have we got
Okay.
that link on our website yet?
No, Tara has not sent it to us yet. So we're supposed to be, you know what, maybe I'll put that on my follow-up list today. We had Tara Hardy join us at our
Amazing.
Power of an Unstoppable Woman event, and she is a distributor for these beautiful Zephyr chimes, and they're all made out of recycle, right? This is all recycled plastic. They're made in France, and each one they actually are feng shui, so this one is obviously wood, right?
Feng Shui
And
approved.
then feng shui approved. That's right. So this represents the wood element, and then the note. Um, which one is this one? I can't remember. But anyways, they have the notes. They're tuned to, G A B D A blah blah blah. Anyways, musical notes. So yeah, we are going to have a link on our website so that you can buy them off
Hmm.
there. So I'm going to put that on my list right there.
Perfect.
Follow up, because yeah. Okay.
So let's talk about
Okay.
the
So,
house cleansing and blessings.
hmm
So as I was mentioning to Anita, we've had after this Feng Shui live, I'm going to a celebration of life. Went to one last weekend and found out this morning we had a second neighbor pass away. And literally the one I'm going to today, their house is right beside the house of the other one that passed to death, transitioned on Tuesday.
wow.
So I was thinking this morning, instead of house blessings, maybe I need to do a neighborhood blessing. That is
Mm,
the third person in our corner of the close this year that has transitioned. It's like, what?
wow. Hmm.
So, house
Well,
blessings and cleansing.
yeah. And you know what? That is a great example, Cheryl, because when do we want to do a house cleansing and blessing,
Mhm.
right? So we want to do it after, like you say, I mean, you were at a celebration of life last weekend, so the energy around in your home has been a little bit denser,
Dense.
let's
Yep.
call it, or heavier. And because of that emotional, there's a lot of emotions that come up.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
so where do they go, right? They just go into the ethers. So then, yeah, that's an opportunity to do a house cleansing and blessing so that, you're cleansing the house and you're asking all of that heavy energy to dissipate. But now you're bringing in, right, with the blessing part of it, then you're bringing in, health and wellness and, joy, happiness,
Hmm.
gratitude, all of those kind of things. And, it is kind of a twofold thing, right?
Yeah.
So we can do an energy clearing in our home, and there's many, many, many ways we can do that. You can do it simply by your intention.
Hmm.
You can do it by like literally taking a sound maker and walking in every room and lifting the energy out of the corners
Hmm.
and again with your words that you speak. And a lot of times when I do a house clearing, as I know you do, Cheryl, I will walk around and repeat a mantra. And the mantra is I deliberately clear and seal the space in all directions above and below. I command and demand that any less than excellent energies be removed and are harmonized for the highest good of all concerned. So I go around and repeat that mantra in my home. And I actually did this last week. We have a basement suite, and we had a tenant in there that um,
Less than
eh,
optimal.
less than optimal, let's call it that. And she was actually getting to the point of harassing me and being verbally abusive, and I was this close to filing a no contact order on her. And I actually went to the police station. And, anyways, so I wasn't able to do it in my town. I had to go to Red Deer. So, anyways, so what I did was I went and did an energy space clearing in the basement suite. And
Mhm.
while I was walking around doing my mantra, I also said, I voiced her name and I said that I wanted to cut all energetic cords, energetic ties to this person. And I was sending it all back to her with love and blessings and da 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 da. I have not heard from her since. And
Perfect.
she was literally contacting me 3 to 5
Daily.
times a day prior to that for 3 weeks. So, right? How powerful was that?
Yes.
And then, so then after I cleared the energy, then I went around in the same space and then did the blessing, right? So I have a new tenant moving in next week, and the blessing again can be done verbally. You can use, you can just give me a minute. I'm going to grab my little wand.
It's interesting what we use and how we say. There we go.
Yeah, so I actually, so when I go and clear the energy of the space, I use my Epsom salts. That's what I use. And then to bless the space, then I use either an incense, or I can use something else, or even just like this selenite sword, right? So then again, intentionally with my words, then I go around and bless the space and say, I bless this space that the new tenant is going to be so happy here, and he's going to be so agreeable, and he's just like the perfect tenant, right? So again, what is our intention? And
Tension.
then we're just calling that in.
Exactly. So other
Yeah,
things that can be used. So you've shown yours.
yeah.
So often I will use my selenite sword.
Oh yes. You have two of those.
I have three of them. Well,
Hmm.
one of them claimed Rod.
Oh, I didn't know that. Cool.
You can also use a drum.
A drum. That's a great one. I love that. I don't have a drum yet. I
I
need
love
to.
the vibration of the drum.
Yes.
That's for me.
That connects, and that's that earth energy, that grounding. It
Yeah,
connects the
yeah.
space
I'll use that around my
to.
plants. I'll walk around my garden and I'll give all my tomatoes. I'm giving away one of
Ooh.
my secrets to my tomatoes.
Oh, you drum to them and
I drum
connect
to my
them.
tomatoes.
Oh, I like that, because then that connects them to the heartbeat of Gaia.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Hmm.
so what's neat with the selenite swords, there's also an
Yeah.
ankh made by the
Yeah.
same man. So they're more powerful so if you want to clear the energy, you're going counterclockwise in a space.
Yeah.
And then when you want to infuse it, again, it's the setting of your intention. It's amplified when you go clockwise.
Right.
And you do that going in the room as well. So counter to clear and clockwise to
For the
enhance.
blessing.
Yeah,
Okay.
blessings.
Cool. And then so let's give some other examples. So I mean, I had a tenant, so I cleared the space.
Mhm.
You've had some unexpected losses, so you want to clear the space. When else would we want to
Right now,
clear the space?
well, because you and I have both been sick.
Yeah. So yeah, again, got to do it again. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, my
Argument.
grandson's my grandson argument, exactly. If you have an argument, or you have somebody come into your home that has less than excellent energy,
Exactly.
right? We've all felt that uncomfortable vibe from somebody. They've been having a bad day or whatever, and they're bringing that shit into your house.
Yeah, they
You
come
want
in ranting and they go out feeling better. Guess where the
to,
ranting stayed?
yeah, you want to get rid of that. And again, you know what? So Cheryl and I both have focus life force energy,
Mm-hmm.
right? We both have that bubble around our house, FLFE. I'll put the link in there again, which
Well,
is
right now
really,
mine is on
really.
the house that we want to sell. So I'm
Oh, okay. So you have, yeah, because you can transfer it to different properties. So maybe you need to take it off of there for a day or two, and then it'll help to cleanse and clear the
yeah.
energy. Um, yeah. And so, that's a great example, right? You'd want to do a house clearing and
Mhm.
blessing for a
When you want to sell
property,
it. Mm-hmm.
right? You want to sell it. Or if you're just moving into, somebody buys a new property, you want to clear the
Absolutely.
energy of that people that were there before,
Before
right?
you move in. Before you
Yes.
move in.
Yes, before you move in.
And then a blessing after you moved in. A baby coming into the house,
Yep.
doing a blessing on the house for the arrival of a new addition.
Well, and I remember years ago
Hmm.
that the priest,
Yep.
the priest would, a family would call the priest and have him over to their house on a Saturday afternoon or Sunday after church or something, so that the priest could come and do a blessing in the house. And I actually remember one time, and I don't know what the circumstance was, but the priest came to our house and he brought his incense,
Mhm.
the
Yep.
really stinky stuff that they use at Easter time, and they wave their little thing. And he did a blessing, a clearing, and then he used some holy water, right? Sprinkled the holy water
Hmm.
everywhere in the house. So hello, right? I mean, there's all kinds of this has been going on for thousands of years, doing
Hmm.
house clearing and blessings. So really, really super uber important. And also my grandchildren, right? So the
Yes.
other
Yes.
day, um, I took my two grandsons shopping because my 6-year-old grandson, was having bad dreams. And we actually came to the conclusion, well, anyways, doesn't matter. Uh, so for their little mind, right?
Hmm.
Um, what could we do to shift the energy? So I bought them some dream catchers, right? So then they can relate that to, so when I explain to them that, all of those bad dreams just go in the dream catcher and then they go away. And then I also explained to him that, he had a guardian angel and all these things, right? So on their level. So in a
Yes.
sense, then his room now has been, cleared,
Cleared.
and there is a blessing, right? I have not heard yet how he slept last night because the dream catchers just went up yesterday. So I'll keep you posted on that. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Everything.
So
So
you
the other,
talk.
so
I have to type because
okay.
he wants my verbiage about clearing.
Right.
Okay. So
Right.
I will do that.
Well, you know what? Say it and have Calais grab your recording device, i.e., your phone, put it on record, and Anita can say it.
Oh, yeah, I can
And you've
type it
got it
in
in your
too.
phone. So, okay. So other cards that came up were the sound makers. Well, we've kind of covered that. And sound often is used in both house
Mm-hmm.
clearings and blessings. So sound maker, like Anita showed with the chime, the wind chime, you can be utilizing sound makers outside. I'm a real fan of running water outside, not fast, but just mimicking that nature. We have a beautiful water feature that we have outside in our yard in the summer. Obviously,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, where we live in the winter, it's excuse me, it's dried and put away for the winter now, but that little bit of sound creates such a beautiful ambiance.
Mm.
And I want to shout out to Tara Hardy again because she was our sound alchemist and
Oh,
helped with
yeah.
doing a sound
Mm-hmm.
bath in the evening on Saturday night. But in the trade show space, she had her gong set up,
Mm.
and literally everything in her space had been bathed in the sound of the gongs, in the sound of the chimes. So energy is frequency and sound is frequency. So think about the varying sounds that you have around you and how they make you feel.
Mm-hmm.
You can go and just use music as an example. And then what they're discovering right now is how the chords and the notes in music has been altered by man to use
Yep.
control, which
Oh,
is,
yes.
yeah,
Yep.
pretty fascinating topic that's come to the surface again with so many other
Oh,
things right now.
yes. Yeah. And when you think about, the planet Earth, is vibrating at a frequency of 436 hertz, I think it is. Um, right? So that's a frequency that our body naturally responds to that connects us to that. So listening, I know that I do meditation twice a month with the Psychic Soul. She has a YouTube channel, and she always is putting background hertz
Mm-hmm. Music.
music depending on what she's clearing and stuff like that. So look for that kind of thing because that frequency, as Dr. Joe Dispenza says, frequency carries information. Frequency carries information. So what frequency, what information is coming in that you're not even aware of?
Mm-hmm.
Um, again, the other night when I had my grandsons have a sleepover, you know, we didn't turn the TV on once, not once. We did a craft instead. They
Yay for
didn't
you.
have the TV on in the morning getting ready for school. No TV. And I said to them, I said, now, wasn't that nice, right? Because we didn't have that background noise. And they were able to just kind of really just settle into their creative juices. It was a cool thing.
Which is
Anyway,
interesting because people put the TV on and say, I like the white noise in the background. They just don't realize that that white noise is programming them.
oh, programming you big time. And you know what? If you want to put the TV on, I do this
Yeah,
sometimes.
yeah.
I put on YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
and I actually will search and do and look for things that just have, a certain hertz, right?
Mm-hmm.
622 hertz or whatever, right? And just have that soft music playing in the background that has some good hertz to it. So,
Yeah,
anyways,
exactly. So there's sound
that's
makers for you. They come in all shapes and forms and sizes. How you use
mhm,
them is the key.
yes.
So let's talk for the last couple minutes about symbols of welcome.
Hmm.
Right now, we're getting into the festive season for many people. Happy Thanksgiving to our US friends.
Yes.
I believe that was yesterday. And now from here
Yesterday.
on, it's full on for the Christmas holidays for many people. I love this time of year. I don't consider it stressful 1 inch, one iota. I don't even know what
Mhm.
iota is. Where did that come from?
Yeah, where did that come from? Iota. I
Iota.
don't know.
One iota.
One iota.
Anyway,
I don't
must be
give an
some kind of a
iota.
measurement. Well, look
Yeah, I don't use that word. I use a different word, but anyways.
into that. Yeah, okay. Anyway, so symbols of welcome right now. I've noticed out and about because we were out yesterday and the fragrant bouquets, so it's the outdoor greens, are
Oh,
starting to come
yes.
into a lot of the stores and they're spectacular. And like I just stood there and bathed in the fragrance of the branches and the greens and the evergreen stuff.
Oh,
It was heavenly for me. And
I
then I
love
thought,
that. Yeah.
so if I put this outside my door, one, no one's going to smell it because it's the
No.
sheer quantity of them all in one place that gave
Yeah.
that fragrance. But it's going to dry out very quickly. Like our weather and our temperatures have been very warm for us, unseasonably warm, except for last night. And we do have a little bit of snow, but keeping those greens green and looking fabulous as a welcome for now for a month. So our florist is shaking her head. I know she's got something to say here.
Yeah. Yeah. Do not put the fresh evergreen boughs now because they will be ugly and dead by Christmas. Like they are not meant, especially when we have that fluctuation in temperature, right?
Mm.
That kind of hot, cool, thaw, blah, blah, blah. Unless you plan on going out there every day with a little misting bottle and giving those evergreen boughs some
Humidity.
moisture, they're
Yeah.
just gonna dry right out and look terrible, right?
Which is not
So
a nice symbol of welcome.
it's not a nice symbol of welcome. And then what happens then you have it's that deflation. You
Yeah.
feel disappointed because you spent, right? That might be a cost me a lot of money scenario. It cost me a lot of money. You wanted to beautify your space, and then it only lasts whatever, your expectation of when it was supposed to last
Mm-hmm.
is not very, anyways. So then that really is doing the opposite of what you intended, right? It's not elevating the chi or enhancing the energy of the space, it's depleting it. So really just, really be mindful of what you are putting in that space for this holiday season. Um, I use my planters. I have a couple of planters that, in the summer are full of flowers. I keep those planters still at the base of the steps.
Mm-hmm.
And now they have an artificial little Christmas tree in
Yeah, they
them,
have some
right?
picks in them or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So artificial, probably the best way to go in our
in our climate.
climate, right? But wherever
Absolutely.
you are, I mean, it could be different. But if you are, um, like, I mean, we've got Arlana on today with us and Sharon, and they both live in BC. So,
Mm-hmm.
you guys are way, you have an opportunity to, instead of have the cut boughs, you could actually still have a potted plant, right? You could still have a potted cedar, or you could have a potted juniper or something that you could use for that symbol of welcome for this time of year. But also, and we'll probably talk about this again a little bit more as the season progresses, but be mindful of what you are putting there now seasonally so
Mm-hmm.
that it actually can transition past Christmas. Because remember, we still have January, right? We
Yes.
still have January, and that's like that doldrum kind of month. It can be cooler and days are shorter, all of those things. So whatever you're putting there now, be mindful that, hey, can this transition through into January? Is it
Mm-hmm.
still going to make sense and be a greeter or a symbol of welcome in January, or is it going to look too Christmassy, right? So yeah. Okay.
Yeah, cool. All right, so let's talk numbers in our last couple minutes.
Okay.
So
And
we
then we
had
have to
the
tell them about
16.
Black Friday.
Yeah, okay.
Oh
All
yeah.
right. Well, we had the 16,
Yeah.
10,
Yeah.
43.
I come up with a 6.
So do I. Look at that. 6.
Okay.
DD.
I
Oh,
I haven't got my book back yet. I did anyways. Anyways,
you're working on it.
yeah, I'll have to
It's in
remind her again.
transition. It's in a
Uh,
transition.
yeah.
Okay, the 6 itself is about releasing your worry about material possessions or releasing your worry about the effectiveness of your money or anything related to your material world.
Uh,
The 6 is also about being pregnant with new ideas that are bursting to be born.
mm-hmm.
We mean, just look at that number. The 6 is leaning forward just a bit in
Yeah.
excited anticipation of what is coming in, what new ideas are entering your world.
Hmm. Hmm.
There's the cliffhanging. I'm going to leave it on. Double
Okay.
digitology, Marilyn and Joy, the two lovely ladies I get the pleasure to work for.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, yes,
Work
yes.
with, not for.
Sorry,
Okay. And today's Black Friday.
it is.
Uh, and everybody has sales on it. We thought, oh heck, let's join the bandwagon. So
Jumping
we
in.
have we have our abundant life package on a promo, and we're gonna keep. How long are we gonna keep it on? We didn't decide that.
6 days.
Uh, 6 days.
Six
Oh,
days.
okay. From now till next Friday.
There you go.
Okay. I like that. So our abundant life package, what that is creating sacred spaces, your path to clarity and abundance with the 21-day decluttering journey. Okay. So
Yeah.
that starts January the 4th is our 21 day. And then we also put in there our vision quest. And the Vision Quest is January the 27th. It's a Saturday, 4 hours you get to spend with us. And we're actually I think Sharon, you were on our Vision Quest last year. Anyways, we actually are revamping it a little bit. We're tweaking it, and we're kind of excited to see how that rolls out. And so, yeah, that's the Abundant Life package, and it's on for 6 days for $244. So you get both of those. So,
which is
oh, you
amazing.
know what? I think
What?
the
It's
savings of buying them
$66.
individually is $66. Oh, and we didn't even know six was coming up today.
Okay, so that's a triple six then. So let me just see what
Oh, yeah,
666
yeah,
has to
yeah.
say.
Okay, so anyways, so yeah, you get to save for 6 days, $66, the Abundant Life package. And the other thing that we're doing differently for some of you that have been in our 21-day decluttering journey before is
Mhm.
we are actually limiting the amount of participants
Yes.
to that program because we really want to give 100%. We want to be able to coach the people that come into that container, into that program, and for us to be able to do it in a way that's effective and comfortable for us, we've limited how many people we're going to accept into that program. So, yeah, okay.
Okay, I'm going to read from here
Oh, yeah,
about
the triple six.
666, the
Okay,
triple digit.
okay.
The 666 is about ending a cycle devoid of love. Ultimately, the 666 is the Christ energy. It
Ooh.
carries that love frequency because it provides a willingness to be totally and completely compassionate. The 666 accommodates such a power filled, unconditional love that historically the Christian church created fear around 666, calling it the mark of the devil.
Oh,
Church
yes.
leaders knew that if everyone in their realm would feel that unconditional love, they would have no need to go to a church.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Aha, aha. We're all kinds of things are coming up to the surface we're finding about, right? All those things that we were taught to
Yep.
believe to be true or not
That
true.
that white noise background,
Yeah.
that programming happening in the white noise.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what? Honestly, if I had my choice, I wouldn't even have a TV in my house.
Me neither.
But anyways, I'm not the only one
We
that
share
lives
the
here.
space.
I'm not the only one that lives here. So okay, so what's going to happen is the Abundant Life package
Mm-hmm.
is going to show up somewhere, and you just click on the link, and yeah, we'd love to have you and support you in January because it's going to be amazing. Because you know what, Cheryl and I have grown. We've
Holy.
grown, right? We had a little meeting yesterday. We were doing something on our book, and we were like, "Holy Hannah, we've grown!" And so, in doing that, our
Yep.
programs have to grow and shift
And
and
shift with
to
us.
reflect that too. So, anyways,
100%. So
yeah.
last but not least, next Friday is the first Friday of the
Woo!
month.
First Friday of the month. You know what that means. Yeah. Aha, that's always fun.
It
Okay.
is so. All right,
So
we're
yeah,
five
thanks for
minutes
tuning
after.
in, everybody. We love having you here. We would do it without you, but it is definitely funner when you're here.
It's way more funner. We like fun.
Funner. It's funner.
Have a
Okay,
good
go
day,
go
everybody.
clear your house. I'm gonna do a house clearing. Yes.
Yep, me too. Bye.
Okay.